Hey there, Alan. Doing well? It's been a while.
Oh yeah, it has, hasn't it? I'm doing good.
You moved recently, right? Good work on that. We're going to be neighbors now.
Well, I'm about 2 train stops away from you.
But that's still much closer than before. It's even walkable if we wanted to.
Well, you're not wrong. But it's kind of surprising for you to reach out to me.
Our mom told you to check in on me, didn't she?
She always says that, doesn't she? It's not like siblings with such an age gap chat all the time.
But I guess it's good to touch base every once in a while. We haven't really talked since your wedding, right?
Is that so?
Yeah, it is. And it's been a while since we last saw each other. You didn't even show up for New Year's or Grandpa's memorial service, right?
Well, yeah.
You'll at least come home for Thanksgiving, right? I'll be there. It will be nice to see you.
No, I'm not going back home.
Why not? Even our cousins are gathering at our parents' house. Alan, you shouldn't ignore family gatherings.
Well, I'd like to go, but Mally doesn't want to, so I can't.
What? Mally?
Yeah, that's right. She seems to have something against her family, so she doesn't like going to her family gatherings.
Why? Did we do something to upset Mally?
No, we didn't. She just seems to think we're a poor family and she doesn't want to associate with us. She thinks our poverty is contagious or something.
What? We're not poor. We're not particularly wealthy either, but isn't Mally being a bit rude?
She probably looks down on us because we're from the country. Mally's from New York City, you know. All her relatives are New Yorkers and they don't know much about rural life.
What? That's infuriating. Just because we're from the country doesn't mean she can look down on us. So, are you avoiding us because of her?
I tried going back home alone once, but Mally got really upset, so I had to give it up.
She won't even let you go home? Going home is a given. And besides, Alan, you're the oldest son. You can't just ignore your family home, right?
I know, but she doesn't seem to like me getting along with my family. When Mally gets in a bad mood, it gets really bad. She even throws plates when she's really upset.
That's terrible. I don't deal well with people who lash out like that. Throwing a tantrum when she's upset? She's acting like a toddler.
Well, she's usually nice and a good wife. Anyway, that's why. I can't go home for a while and I can't go to the family gatherings. Please understand.
I can't accept that. That's not fair. It's strange that you're the only one who can't attend family gatherings. Do you really need to go along with Mally's whims to that extent?
I'm not planning to let this go on forever. I'll think I'll be able to go home at least occasionally. I'll try to negotiate with her when she's in a good mood.
You have to negotiate with your wife just to go home? You really have a tough time with your high-maintenance wife.
So, you think so too? Mally is just too demanding.
No matter how you look at it, she's too self-centered. You're too accommodating for tolerating such behavior. If I were in your shoes, I would have left the house a long time ago.
It's embarrassing for a husband to run away from home. It's fine, I can endure it. At this point, changing Mally's personality is impossible.
You're too good-hearted. But don't push yourself too hard, okay? If you ever want to vent about Mally, feel free to contact me. I'll listen anytime if you want.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Hey, Alan, do you like grapes? I received a bunch from a friend and I've been distributing them among the family. Can I drop by today and give you some?
Sorry, I'm actually on a business trip right now.
Oh, really? Bad timing, huh? Should I come and deliver them after your trip?
But grapes can go bad easily, right? Never mind then.
Oh, come on, they're delicious grapes. Mally is at home, right? I could drop them off there.
No, that's alright. Didn't I tell you before that Mally doesn't like my family? She might say something rude if you come, so please don't. I don't want her to feel uncomfortable.
Then how about I just leave them at your doorstep? It should be fine if she doesn't have to meet anyone face to face, right?
You don't get how bad it is with Mally. She even hates when my family sets foot on the property.
Does she dislike us that much? If she hates the in-laws so much, she shouldn't have gotten married.
Right. I wonder why she married then.
Even from my perspective as your sister, you were quite popular. You always had wonderful girlfriends. Why did you end up making a mistake with your marriage partner?
Who knows? I met Mally through a friend's introduction. Actually, most of the time I've got a girlfriend, it's been through a friend's introduction.
You have quite a wide social circle.
Well, it's not too bad. And so I was introduced to Mally as an honest and good girl.
Honest and good girl? Where?
She wasn't like this before we got married. I thought she was a kind woman. I didn't think she would change this much.
Were you fooled? She was probably just pretending to be a nice person before the marriage.
Recently, Mally's selfishness has been accelerating. She started to become more possessive of me. I hardly have any free time. It's exhausting.
Poor Ellen. Why don't you just break up?
But we've only been married for a year. If I break up now, people might think it's weird. I'd like to at least put up with it for 3 years.
I think you shouldn't worry about what others think. Mally's the one in the wrong here.
But I don't know what people would think if I divorced this early. It'd be a problem if strange rumors started circulating. It'd be nice if Mally's character could somehow improve.
No one would think you're the bad one. Everyone believes in you.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
But if you're complaining this much, you must be stressed out, right? I can't forgive Mally for troubling you so much. Honestly, it's unforgivable. Hey Alan, I just ran into Mally.
Mally? Where?
Right around my neighborhood. Despite the rain, she was walking without an umbrella. She was all wet, so I took her in.
Sorry if my wife caused any trouble. I'll come and pick her up right away.
Aren't you on a business trip though?
I'll let my colleague handle things here. I can't let you be inconvenienced.
There's no need for that at all. I just took her to the police. She's fine.
Wait, why did you take her to the police? Did Mally do something?
No, she didn't do anything.
Then why take her to the police?
Because Mally is a victim, right? She was a wreck when I found her. She was covered in bruises.
What? Why would she be in such a state? Could it have been an accident, maybe? Thanks for looking out for her anyway.
Quit the act, Alan. Mally said you did this to her.
Me? I would never hurt my wife.
She said you kept her confined at home, securing the door from the outside, like she was being treated like livestock. And the bruises, she says they're your doing.
Hold on, wait. That's all lies.
How then do you explain Mally being so skinny? These are signs of physical abuse. Stop with the bad excuses.
Alright, I'll tell you the truth. I didn't want to have to say this, but Mally has mental issues. She would sometimes get violent, so I had to keep her in the room. I had work and I was out of options.
She didn't seem mentally ill to me. She even talked normally with the police.
She might seem fine on the surface, but it's different.
Even if what you're saying is true, it's still strange. Why didn't you take her to a hospital?
I didn't want any rumors.
So you confined her at home and didn't give her care that she needed. Isn't that a crime?
I haven't committed any crime. Calm down.
am calm, but you should be worried. You might end up in jail if this continues. Keeping her confined, hurting her? That's a crime no matter how you look at it.
What the hell? I thought you believed me.
Mally came to me crying for help. She didn't look like she was lying. Your excuses don't add up. I can't believe you anymore.
Did you say anything to her parents? I was not allowed into the house.
I've told the mothers not to harbor Alan if he shows up. It's not for his benefit, so he should just face his crime quietly.
I was attacked.
By whom?
After returning from a business trip, Mally's family had arrived. I was nearly punched.
I was the one who contacted Mally's family.
Did you betray me?
Don't say things that sound bad. Of course I would inform the family. Mally is currently hospitalized. Seems like a broken leg. What do you think caused it?
Broken leg? I know nothing about it.
Apparently, Mally jumped out of a window and escaped. Came here running on a broken leg. This broken leg is your fault too.
It's not my fault.
Because you didn't let her out, right? That's why, if the correlation is proven, your crime may become even more serious.
What the hell do you want to do with me? Do you want me to be miserable?
I just think you should take responsibility for what you've done. You've done so many terrible things to Mally. You should properly atone for your crimes. Mally testified to everything.
What did she say?
She talked about what you did to her and how it all started. She said it started with something trivial. It seems you got upset over a minor thing. And that from that day, you changed and started hitting her.
Do you really think I would do such a thing?
It seems Mally's bruises have been proven to be injuries. That's what the doctors diagnosed. You've been hiding your true nature all along.
No, that's not true.
I don't believe it anymore. You've been saying bad things about Mally on purpose. Like she's selfish or that she dislikes her relatives. How could you say such things?
I'm not lying. Please believe me.
It wasn't that Mally hated her relatives. You just didn't want to introduce Mally to your family, right? If they saw such a battered wife, of course they would suspect something, right? To hide your wrongdoing, you wanted to keep Mally away from her family. That's why you told such a lie.
You were the one saying bad things about Mally, too. You agreed with me.
I didn't know Mally was going through such things, and I didn't know your true nature.
I don't have a true nature. The person I showed to my family is the real me. You're part of the family, so you should understand, right?
Liar! You're the one pretending to be a saint. We were completely fooled. Even Mom and Dad said they want you to atone for your sins.
Are Mom and Dad going to abandon me too?
What you did is a criminal act. We can't cover for you.
I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't mean any harm. I just wanted Mally to reflect and change her behavior.
There was no need to go this far, right? To even cause her injuries. You're insane. I don't understand the thinking of a criminal.
I feel bad that I ended up causing her to break a bone. But this is just a domestic dispute.
It became a crime, so the police intervened. Mally's family said they would file a complaint. I think that's a good idea. This isn't a problem that can be resolved with just damages.
Are you telling me to become a convict? Me?
It's sad for me to become the sister of a convict. We can't overlook what you've done. There will be no one left who believes in you after this.
There must be people who believe in me.
Society is harsh on ex-convicts. I'll never believe in you again. Consider that you don't have a sister anymore. And I'll live as if I don't have a brother. Afterwards, it seems Mally filed a complaint as advised by her family. There was a possibility of settlement, but Mally's family didn't allow it to be resolved with money. In the end, Alan was given a prison sentence. It's suspended, but the fact remains that he became a convict. Because of this incident, Alan lost his job. Acquaintances and friends distanced themselves, and his once extensive network of relationships collapsed, and I, as declared, cut ties with Alan. Our parents haven't abandoned Alan, but they can't return to their previous relationship. Alan must have understood that he lost his parents' trust. Before long, Alan stopped contacting anyone. All we can do now is hope for Mally's mental wounds to heal quickly.